if we're going from side control or mount, we're still pretty much going to be looking for an Americana. Okay? If you've taken classes with Pete, you know he calls Kimuras and Americanas the same. But technically, Americana's hand up, Kimuras hand down. It's straight out, it's just a straight arm lock. So we're looking to go Kimura or Americana, right? Lock it up with my figure four. And you want to always pull this elbow down to the side. See, Anise is already tapped. So this is going to help lock the person in as we pull down. Because what I like to do is I always punch my hand straight up above my head, boom, and then I'll pull my elbow back. This is how I try to beat people. But you have to get there before you can get your arm down. If they get you down here, you're losing. Right? So that's where I'm listening in to go help him out with this free hand. So I'll even take a little bit of my chest pressure off so he's not flat, so he can go and save that hand. As he starts to do that, look, he rips off. I have two hands. I can make this hop over if I really want from here. My hands are my support. If you're too worried about trying to jump this leg over in case the knee comes up and they get a hook and they flip you, we don't have to bring that straight in. All I really have to do is slide this knee up. I want to kind of get my hip behind the shoulder there. And I'm going to step this other one right at his waist, right up off his abs. Okay? This controls his shoulders and his hips for being able to turn a little bit on my wall. Okay? So we're here. Now, I need to get around this, but I still want him worried about this, so I might just start looking to re-grab, depending on what he's doing with this hand, but I want this to stay down so he's worried about going after it, you see? I can, then when I'm ready to bring this arm around, I'll exchange, come around. Look how I kind of go into it, because I want to keep him going that way, so I can slide my chest. There's many different ways we can get our chest behind his shoulder. This isn't even that good. If it really wanted to, he could get his back to the mat, but I don't want him to. I need his back, so once I get behind, this hand's going to go behind the shoulder. I'm going to start feeding it up towards his head in a circular motion. Then I can grab my grips, right? If I'm still high, punch my hands towards where he's looking with his arm. Then I can sink under it, pull him back in. Now I need to start getting back to the ground. Okay? Now, if you want, you can start stepping over. It's the easiest way to do it because it already gives you your bottom hook. But I'm going to show it without, so we can kind of see what it looks like. So when my foot is behind, I always want my knee that's near the head to be up by the head as much as possible. Okay? Foot that's with that knee tucks up to their back. Boom. I sit, and when I sit, I hug them up with me. And I start to go across, bringing my ear to the ground. I don't want to lay back. Just look how much space this is creating between us. I need to stay with that hug. As I start to go this way, my leg is going to start to go out and straighten out. So he falls in the pocket. As soon as he falls in the pocket, he just curls. Nice and easy. This bottom one is most important, more than this top one. Which is why I'm going to use this top one after to post it on the ball of my foot. I can either scoop myself down to take his back, so I'll pull up and be more square, right? Then I can throw this back over, or I push myself up, whatever, right? If I'm on this nice angle where my head is kind of under him, it means this leg can start to come over the top, so I can start to peel and put the laces behind the back. This laces behind the back helps secure his arm 100%. It makes it significantly harder for him to get his arm out than if I just do this. He's going to start circling and stuff like that. So I pin it to behind his back. Now I can start going for all my chokes. Right? From here, once this my laces are behind his back, I exchange. If you grab the hand, this is something that sweeps likes to do and it works great. If you can grab the meat of the hand, it eliminates the hand a little bit better, but there's nothing wrong with just going to the wrist and pinning it to his chest. From here, he has no hands. Even if he starts to try to tuck his chin, I'm going to bring my thumb knuckle right under his ear. trace his jawline. Hand goes behind the shoulder. I'm gonna put it on the ground. When you go to finish, right, we're squeezing. I'm gonna push his head forward with my head and shoulder, and I want to keep my hand on the back of his shoulder on this side, and bring this elbow behind this back. Okay. So let's just work on being able to get that one. No arm, be able to take that. All cut corners, so you should at least be able to get through these progressions and doing it. Leave everybody's been here. If not, I'll help you. Alright, here. Slide this up, tuck it, sit, start to extend. So you fall, extend it as much as you can. You want to see it fall in the middle. Inhale. We can step on the hip. We can start to move over. If you feel like this is a little hard, all you have to do is same thing, but in reverse. So I'm gonna pull my head out this way. So look how much higher it goes. I can grab my own chin. Come behind. Come through. Make sure you're not too high, because look where he is. From here, I'll probably start trying to grab belts instead. So if we're a little bit more square, right, but a little bit up, okay, come through better. Grab that shoulder, push forward with your chest, and pull your elbow behind their back. Okay? Any questions? Good? Ready? 1, 2, 3. And cut corners. Right, I don't need to go through the whole progression, so we're already there. So we're here, boom. Let's say, right, we get all the way through to here. If y'all want to keep practicing the progression, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to fast track it, okay? So we'll end up just starting here. So always start here first, automatically, just so you create that habit. Pushing that elbow up to the head, which pushes the shoulder forward, which allows me to get my chest up. There's all rhyme and reason, many rhymes and reasons. Now I'm locked up here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna look to step over, but I could do it later if I really wanted to. I could elicit him worrying about everything up top to step the leg over, right? Bait and switch. So, or you can just get it over. Look, I bring my head over, look, my knee can go nice and tight. Okay, weight distribution. Then I'll slide back up and get myself nice and snug behind. Now, what I'm gonna do is, at least when I drop in here, this one, yeah, just so everybody's here in case. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this one that has my wrist. I'm gonna start pulling it through a little bit so I can find his lapel. So I wanna make sure I stay close to his like neck and chin. I'm gonna pull it down and open a bit. From here, I'm gonna put my elbow to the mat, drop my shoulder a little bit, and trace under to get to this lapel. You can reach down as much as you need to, but slide it up towards his neck and pull down, and work on grabbing the entire lapel. Grab to the soft material, not the big material. This way we can make it fast. From here, I can start to feed it up, get my shoulder closer to his shoulder. This way, I'm locked behind his head. Because if my hand is here, it needs to get your head up. He's feeling it. So I'm getting it here. And I took a little slack off for him so I can keep him in for a while. From here, I'm hand to the pants. I want to try to get close to the knee as possible. And look, I ride up with it. From here, I'm going to sit. See how I kind of go onto this, take it out, and throw it over. When we go for our finish, it's a pull my elbows to my hips, extend my legs. He is the bow, I am the arrow. Okay? Pull and extend. If you cross, there's nothing wrong with that, we're still extending. Okay? Progression through to get to it. We're here. Boom. Boom. Come through. Get that in. Now, we don't want to be all the way around his neck because I'm using the lapel. Right? If I'm using two hands for the choke, it's better to try to get a flush with the carotid for like gi style root chokes. But if not, I want the gi itself to wrap around like a noose. Okay? So I just need to be in deep enough so that when I start to step over and I come here, this starts to go around his neck. Through. Okay. Any questions? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. Knock it over, right? Slide through. Now, do all these things. Boom, boom. Get this in. Grab your hands. I start to lean and look. When I lean, I'm picking his head up, making this tight. I'll pick him up so this leg can come up. Okay? Now, if for whatever reason, maybe my foot stayed tucked under, or maybe he went dead weight, and I can't really get him up, all I'm gonna do is flare my elbow a little bit so I can push his head forward, get my knee inside, and slide it up to the back of his head. From here, I just finish that pull, and I push at the same time. So I'm pulling my elbow to my hip and extending my shin to the back of my hip. This is not fun. Also, so I'm here, boom, I punch all this in. Now we can go all the way through from here into the tourniquet, or I can just do it from here. Once I have this up, I just have to go behind. So I'm gonna go up and circle his elbow so I can get up into his carpet. I don't want to try to just pull and punch. He's gonna be tight with his elbow. So I'm gonna go up. I want to beat him 3-dimensionally, as opposed to just trying to beat only the elbow. I want to beat the elbow, his shoulder muscles, his lats, his pec. I want to beat the entire component. Okay? They're both pretty simple. That one's pretty simple too, especially because we're hiding it. They're going to be worried about a bow and arrow and stuff like that. Anyways, from there, your foot over, you're grabbing the elbow by the head. It'll probably be 9 times out of 10 easy to get that behind the head. Okay? So we have both of those options. Again, from here, boom, my feet sit. I can pull this up right away. I'm still gonna do my pull, my pushes. Or here. Even if this is behind, I can still do this. Boom. Now make sure you don't just force him flat, because look, his head goes up. So once you punch this up, I'm trying to connect it, giving no space. Alright, give no space for their head to escape. Good? Alright, just practice this a little bit.